Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call our meeting to order. It's the OKC Economic Development Trust, the regularly scheduled meeting December 10th, 2013. The first item on our agenda is the ratification of some payments. The first item on our agenda is to approve the minutes of our October 22nd meeting. And these have been distributed to trustees previous to this meeting. Are there any questions or comments about the minutes?
No, I'd like to move approval.
Please cast your votes. And the minutes are approved. Now, the item I started to talk about a second ago was to ratify the claims of the trust. They have been distributed to the trustees prior to this meeting. Are there any questions or comments on the claims? We only had one gold bond claim. The rest were TIF or some money from the general fund, and the gold bond money was to pay for our auditor.
No specific questions relative to the amounts, but I would like to understand what the utilization rate is on those parking meters, and if people are figuring it out, and if we're leaving money on the table. Okay.
We'll work on that. It's an interesting question because there have been some comments about our metering being too complicated, but at least it's not as quick as it was in Philadelphia. They have the same system. My daughter cautioned me that when you park your car and walk back to get your ticket, you may get another ticket. That's pretty quick.
I was just assisting people outside trying to park, so they had the same dilemma. They didn't know how to do it. So
we'll work on trying. We need better instructions on that. We've got the claims ratified. We need a motion to ratify the claims.
Move for approval.
The motion made and seconded to ratify the claims. Are there any further comments or questions on the claims? And the claims are ratified. Thank you very much. Next item on our agenda is item 4, items for individual consideration. And the first is request for proposals for a line of credit. Brent, you're going to say something about that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before you today is a RFP for the solicitation for a up to $15 million line of credit for tax increment district number 2 and 3. TIF district number 2 and 3 right now has approximately 16 projects that are under design or under construction, on which TIF funds have been allocated to that. And currently we have a little over $10 million in the bank. We owe about $20 million to date, and we were looking at over the next 12 months where we could potentially have a cash flow issue. Long term, we are fine. Our debt coverage ratios are in excess of 1.5, 1.6 going into the future with this. We'll report that this TIF district brought in $5.6 million last year in ad valorem taxes. Bills went out last month, and we anticipate receiving 6.6 in this next by June of 14. So it's in very good financial shape due to the timing of when the increment revenues start coming in and the TIF payments go out. There's a need for this line of credit. And we've had good luck with this over the past years. TIF district number 4, which is the Oklahoma River or the Dell TIF, has been utilizing this similar type financing since its inception. And the structure we anticipate will be a 30-day variable rate debt, 30-day LIBOR. LIBOR, I just checked it, is 30-day is 0.17%. So it's a very good rate at this point in time. And so with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions about a line of credit? It's a process that has been used before, so it's not unique to this particular project that we're doing this. And as Brent pointed out, we've got 16 projects under construction now. We've got 3 more that will be coming in soon, we hope. And it will stress our resources that we've have on hand to make those payments. This will give us that latitude to make those payments.
Yes, that's correct.
Any questions or comments? Do you have a motion to approve the resolution?
move to approve. Second.
The motion made and second. Is there any further discussion, questions, or comments? Cast your votes, please. And the item is approved. Thank you very much. Item 4B is final plans and specifications to be advertised for bid. Project MP0448, McGee Center Lobby Renovation, 301 West Reno Avenue. This is a TIF project. Is there anybody have any questions or comments about the TIF project? We've got some TIF experts in the audience today, so we can get them. Are there any questions or comments? Chair would entertain a motion to approve it.
So moved.
A motion made and second to approve. Further comments or questions? Please cast your votes. And item 4B is approved. Thank you very much. Item 4C is receive a consultant review committee report for project number MS 0051, Bricktown infrastructure improvements. Are there any comments or questions about this particular project? Hearing none, the chair would entertain a motion to approve it.
Move approval. Second.
Any further comments or questions? Please cast your votes. And the item is approved. Thank you very much. It was item 4C. Item 4D is number 6 change order and number 6 amendment to a project. It was a pretty complicated project. It was financed by TIF, some GEO bond money and Aquit. Are there any questions or comments about that one? We have an amendment, I think, that's been passed out. It just changes the wording. It doesn't change the intent of what we're trying to do. Has everybody in the audience had a chance to see this? If not, there'll be some available after the meeting. But the intent was not changed at all. It was just changing wording. So, are there any comments or questions about this project? We have experts here to talk about this if we need to. Any questions or comments? Rhonda, you were going to do
No, unless the experts would like to comment on it.
Don't give them a chance to talk.
Don't give them a chance to talk, okay.
I'll take that as a motion to approve.
Motion for approval.
A motion made and second to approve item 4D. Please cast your votes. And the item is approved. Thank you very much. Item 4E is amendment number 7, final acceptance of a project at the Murray Botanical Gardens. It's an increase of $700,000. Are there any comments or questions about this project? We've got some experts about the Murray Gardens here as well. Hearing none, the chair would entertain a motion to approve item 4E.
This is the final payment, correct?
Yes, it is.
Final payment, yes. Some heads nodding out there, so you're going to sleep.
Accepting the project is concluded. Okay. I would move approval.
Have a motion made and second. Any further discussion? Cast your votes, please. And the item is approved. Thank you very much. Item 4F is receive Oklahoma City Economic Development Trust financial report. That has been provided to the trustees previously, and there is a copy on your desk also as well. And are there additional copies available if the public would like to have these? So we've got some additional copies available. Are there any questions or comments about the report? Hearing none, the chair will entertain a motion to approve or accept. Receive, I guess what we do.
Move to approve.
A motion made and second to receive this report. Please cast your votes, and the item is received. Thank you very much. Next is the general manager reports. But do you have anything you'd like to say about the reports? Are there any questions?
No major changes.
Okay. There's no major changes in the reports since we published last time. And we still have money available under our initial allocation. I was talking to Brent earlier today, though, and given the fact that we are using up this money and we have money that was given to us as a result of a GO bond election, we might begin to discuss among ourselves and among with the staff the need and the amount of money we might want to put into next bond election. It'll be 2015 to 2020 or somewhere in between there. So it'll be a fairly long time before we have a chance to do it again. So anyway, give some thought to what kind of numbers we think we ought to have in there. Any comments from the staff? Comments from our trustees? Comments from the public? Hearing none, we are adjourned. Thank you.